Hey everyone, how's it going today? There's no shortage of videos on YouTube about the First Council of Nicaea, Constantine, particularly nowadays in the age of Da Vinci Code theology. There's tons of videos out there with conspiracies about Constantine, some of which are certainly true enough. And in fact, I cover the council in 3 videos, the link to which is in the video description. But today I want to talk about one of the lesser known figures, Pope Sylvester, who may have served from roughly 313 to 335 AD. I say may have because my source is the Liber Pontificalis, and the editors, through various centuries, have some concerns with the dating of various things in that book. Now, I'm talking about Pope Sylvester today in the context of supporting a video made yesterday by the modern Hermeticist. Now, we have over 5,000 subscribers. That's a lot of subscribing power. So when I recommend somebody for you to subscribe, I don't take it lightly. But for those of us that want intellectual food and we want to talk about ideas, critical thinking, rhetoric, logic, the modern Hermeticist is the upper crust. You will not be disappointed. So I recommend that you subscribe. The 2 points I want to make today in support of a video he put out called If You Would Be Perfect, Apostolic Poverty in the Middle Ages. And in it he reads excerpts by various medieval history experts and theologians like Herbert Grunman, Carolyn Bynum, Jim Bossy. And those writers support 2 ideas that I cover in my book, Just Tell Me the Truth About Christianity. And the 2 points I'm elaborating on today, which the modern Hermeticist proves with his work, is that clergy around the time of the First Council of Nicaea had a very imperialistic view of things. I argue that as far back as Ignatius of Antioch, they saw in Roman governmental structure a way forward for their fledgling, fragmented, often persecuted church. What I mean by that is like a central leader, then regional leaders, then county and town leaders, and a top-down hierarchical structure. So the second idea supported in the lecture by the modern Hermeticist that we want to flesh out, and this is a tough one to expect, but it is truth first Christianity. The idea is that it was not actually the depth and truth of Christian theology that led to the strong establishment and growth of the Catholic Church, but straight up investment, that belief in imperialism. I'm going to prove today, using the Liber Pontificalis, that theory is in fact very sound. When you go to the section of the Liber Pontificalis dedicated to Pope Sylvester, what you see are page after page of real property transactions. Pope Sylvester acquiring various properties all over the place for the church. Constantine gifting or selling various properties for the establishment of this church. Let me just give you a few examples. So Pope Sylvester by nationality was a Roman, and he was at the Council of Nicaea. One of his actions, he built a church in the city of Rome near the baths of Domitian. Even to this day it is called the Church of Equitus. The gift of Constantine, he gave likewise 2 silver beakers weighing each 10 pounds, a golden chalice, 5 chalices for service, 2 silver pitchers, 1 silver paten, 10 chandeliers, 20 bronze lamps, 12 bronze candelabras, 2 silver pitchers, 10 chandeliers, 20 bronze lamps. And that's just for that one church. It also says that there was a property acquisition for a Valerian manor in the Sabine region, a Statian manor in the Sabine region, the manor of Ducasse, the Perkilian manor, the Corbian manor, a house in the city, a house in the district of Orphea. He made regulations for the whole church. It talks about the Council of Nicaea, and it says in this that they condemned Arius, Photius, and Sabellius, and all their disciples at this council. That's certainly interesting. He decreed that no layman should presume to bring a charge against one of the clergy. So we see property. We see the establishment of power. We see them modeling that Roman governmental structure. There's just list after list of these various inventories. There's also a talk to be had about the Eucharist here, because it talks about the actual bowls and cups that were used for it. So it supports Justin Martyr's second apology in chapter 67 from about 150 AD, where he talks about the Eucharist actually taking place. So, we have that support for that there. So here's the question I want to leave us with today, a deep thing to think about. If it is true that it is not Christian theology that led to the strong establishment and growth of the church, but investment, imperialist view, and infrastructure, if that is true, does that mean then that the truth and the true source and beauty of Christian theology actually resided with the separatist groups that the church would call heretics along the way? Interesting thought. I'm talking the early Boudoir, the Waldenses, later maybe the Albigenses. So it's certainly something to think about, and it's interesting. All right, so yep, I will talk to you guys next time, and I look forward to seeing you. Bye.